Hi everyone. So you might notice a few different things. One, in my pyjamas. My friend actually got these for me for my birthday and they are so fluffy, and I don't usually film in my pyjamas. This video is already a shambles. I'm also filming in a slightly different position because I'm actually filming at night, which I don't usually do. So like I usually always film with like a window in front of me. But I just thought I keep putting off filming because it's too grey or the lighting isn't good. And I'm also filming on a new phone, so potentially the quality could be a lot better, but you're gonna have to let me know. So the angle isn't too great, it's like my towel, some random stuff. But basically, like, I have a video that I almost finished editing and I was gonna like put it up, but I just thought I needed to do sort of an explanation of where I've been because I haven't posted anything in ages. Essentially, like, there isn't a massive reason. It's mostly just that second year has really like taken its toll. I don't know, like, I'm managing fine, but I feel like if I was making videos on top of it, I maybe wouldn't be managing fine. So there's like a few different things I wanted to talk about. I just get my laptop. So I recently became a digital content ambassador for Lancaster Uni. So if you follow Lancaster Uni on Instagram or YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, like, you might have seen, but essentially what the uni's done is they've hired like a few different people who kind of already make their own content, not just videos but photos and stuff like that, and we now also make content for them. So the content that we make for them, so I have a video up. It was a video about a look after your mate workshop which I did, and there's also I also did another Instagram takeover. I did one back in March, but that wasn't with the marketing team, that was with the social media team. So like they approached me directly, whereas this one was kind of like, oh, do any of you want to do it? And then I did it with someone called Tom, who's also a digital content ambassador. And yeah, that was actually really fun, and hopefully I'll be doing more of that kind of stuff later, but obviously, you know, there's quite a few of us, so want to give everyone a chance. But hopefully I'll have a video up like week 10, so the week commencing like the 12th of December, which will be like a shorter than I would probably do on this channel, but a video of like clips from my week, and then I'll probably just like voice over it and explain it. So I've been doing that, which hasn't taken tons of time, but I also had a job. These are jobs I just apply for and stuff, where it was like a transition video. So if any of you plan to come to Lancaster next year, oh god, I hope this isn't top secret information, hopefully not, but there'll basically be like these activities that you can do online, and it's just videos, and it's like, it's not with the transitions team, I don't think, but it's like it will help basically there'll be like interviews with students now, like, how did you feel when you were in their position, and what advice did you give yourself, and it's just kind of like to give reassurance to students when they come, and I will hopefully be in it, unless they just edit me out. If you're planning to come, you might probably see that. Yeah, but obviously, like, they asked me to do it because obviously I have a YouTube channel and I feel like I'm quite comfortable like talking to camera. And I went to this, like, not really event, but basically there's like part of the careers team in management school. I'm kind of slouching because I just realised my camera's a bit not really high enough. Like this careers thing in management school, which basically is like obscure careers or something. So me and a guy called Roxor, who, if any of you are Vietnamese, his video's in Vietnamese, but he's a student at Lancaster, or if you can speak Vietnamese, him, and then a girl called Priya, who has a channel which is Christian based, and another girl called Rosalie, who I think she just started her master's or PhD something this year, and they all go to Lancaster and they all make videos. So You can go and I'll try and remember to link their channels, but we were there and we kind of like spoke a bit, and then people asking questions about making a YouTube channel and answering, and then someone was like, oh, is it important to post every day or like to post regularly, because like Roxor is a daily, like literally a daily vlogger, or he was, and it was just like, oh yeah, it's really important. I was like, oh my god, I haven't posted in like 3 months, and I felt really bad because obviously these other things like digital content ambassador I probably wouldn't be doing, or the other job I might not have got if I didn't have this channel, and I just feel really bad. But please know that I do respond to like comments and messages like really quickly, because obviously that doesn't take any time out of my day at all, so like feel free to message me. But yeah, but obviously like second year, so I'm doing biology now, which weirdly like it is kind of harder than first year, even though I was doing maths, which I found really hard. But I think that like there's just a lot of coursework, and it's a lot more, like obviously because it counts, like you put a lot more time into your coursework than you, or at least than I did last year, and my first result that I got back was a bit disappointing. So obviously I'm aiming for a first. I didn't really think about it last year because it doesn't count obviously. But I am aiming for a first. Not a particularly high first, I just want 70% overall by the end of this year, and then hopefully third year as well. And my first result was like 62.5% on something that was a multiple choice test, and I was a bit like, oh, it really didn't go that well. And then I had one result which was 100%, but that was an online test. I think a lot of people got 100% for that. And then the next one was 75%, and I've still got like, and to be fair, like out of all the courses I've submitted, those are like the least worth, like they're worth the least. But yeah, I just had things like essays and stuff to do, which requires so much more like research, and like I don't know, I've just been taking a lot more time into it. I also have been doing Spanish classes in the evening, on Tuesday evenings, which is really cool, and I'm still trying to find the courage to go to Latin American society to actually speak to people. I've been doing that in the evening. Also my like society, well it's not my society, but a society that I help run, People and Planet, we've been doing a lot of like divestment stuff, so like campaigning. That's actually been taking, that's what's probably been stressing out the most. Basically like we want the uni to take money out of fossil fuels because they have investments in fossil fuels and stuff, and we want them to take their money out of it, and it's just campaigning and like trying to get stuff done. And then I've been getting involved with like an Extinction Rebellion group in town, but I'm actually going to step back from that, but I just don't have the time basically. And I really enjoy doing YouTube videos, and I'm really sad I haven't had time. So I filmed one video a few weeks ago, which was basically a study with me over the weekend, and it wasn't too good. Oh my god, it's coming up to, that was like 3-4 weeks ago now. I've kind of put it together, but I need to add like music, and I think I need to edit it down, like it's too long. But it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I can be making a lot better content, and yeah, I wish I want to film more on campus, because I really enjoy watching people's videos where they film on campus, but I just feel too shy. Like I don't feel like I can film even on my phone. I don't know, but like follow me on Instagram, because I do post little snippets of like think basically me trying to be funny on my Instagram and stuff, so do like go and follow it. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling very stressed, I think, especially for Christmas. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work, but I'm going to Paris for 5 days, and I'm hopefully gonna vlog it, because I feel like that's the thing. I feel like if I see people I know at uni, or even not even people I know, people that I could potentially know in the future, I'm just gonna be like, oh, they're judging me. Whereas like if I'm in like Paris, I don't know, I'm going with Hassan, if you ever watched my Edinburgh video, and he should hopefully feature in my video, which will be on the Lancaster Uni YouTube channel. So go have a look, because it's not just me, like there's other people doing really great content, and if you're interested in my content, you'll probably enjoy that, because it's just made by us and edited by us. It's all our ideas, like literally the marketing team just help us say like, oh, we'd like it like this. So for example, the video that I have on there is like 2 minutes long. I speak way too much to ever do a 2-minute long video on my own channel. But yeah, I don't know, it's so weird, because I thought if you were to look at my social media, you'd be like, this girl doesn't do anything with her life. But I've literally been so unbelievably busy, and like days that I think it's different, because like because we're not living on campus, when you like see your friends, it's not just like, oh, you just walk or to the flat next door, you just like go out of your room to the kitchen. You have to like meet up with these people and be like, where should we go? Should we get a drink? Should we go eat somewhere? And it involves a lot more planning, and it can still be casual and like last minute. But yeah, I also like have got involved with the transition peer mentor scheme. So if any of you are going to be going into first years, there's a whole transitions team, and you can apply if you have autism or like mental health issues, or I mean, I think those are the main like reasons, but other ones as well. And you can get a mentor in 2nd and 3rd year, and it's a lot better than the academic mentor scheme, because what happens is we get full training in mentoring skills and about autism, about anxiety, depression, OCD, bipolar. And I mean, we're not counsellors obviously, but we meet once a week with our mentors for an hour, and like we try to like keep on track of like those things, and like you'll get to know them. So it's a lot different to the academic one, which kind of no one really gets too involved with. It doesn't really work out too well, I don't think. So that's but I mean, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm just so busy because I'm doing that. Like, I'm really enjoying that, and it's a really good thing. One thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is what I'm going to do when I leave uni. So basically I have a plan, and there's 2 things. Everyone's going to be like, what did you make a video about? But well, everyone being like 2 people probably, but I'm going to apply to do medicine. So I know I did a video talking about why I didn't do medicine, and I still firmly believe like the things I said. I can't even remember what I said, but I have thought about it a lot, because I have always wanted to be actually that's a lie, I haven't always wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a doctor since I was about 17, and then I can't remember if I've ever mentioned this, but I have a phobia of vomit. So that's basically the reason I didn't apply to do medicine, because that phobia is a core thing which prevents me from doing a lot of things. It's like one of the reasons I've never gone to a nightclub, for example. I don't want to talk about it too much, because I feel like when people talk about their mental health issues, it becomes a bit of their brand, and I don't really want that to be like a thing. I don't know, maybe like I'll talk about it more in the future, but obviously if you're a doctor, you can't be having panic attacks when you see someone throw up. Like, that wouldn't work. But I think because I've had such progress since I've come to uni and I've really pushed myself, I feel like I'm going to apply, and it's going to be so hard, and I'm going to be anxious every day for the first year. But at the end of the day, like, I've had work experience before, and it didn't make me think I don't want to do this job at all. In fact, I still think about my work experience to this day. It had such impact on me, and that's something I really, really want to do as my career. Graduate entry medicine is hard to get onto, just like medicine is, undergrad medicine. And I'm very aware that I might not get onto it, and I'm currently like applying to be a befriender for the RAF and like talk to old people. I've got this transition mentor thing going on. I've applied for a 5-day placement at Lancaster, like a hospital in the local area. But if I don't get in to a medical school, and also I'm only going to apply to ones in London, I think, because the finances are quite difficult to sort out, so I want to go back and move in with my parents, essentially. Although I do know someone who is hoping to go to King's for their masters, so if I say I got into like St George's or something, which is miles away from where I live at the other side of London, then I could potentially move in with her and another girl. Which is the good thing about London, because there will be people moving there after uni. But anyway, if I don't get in, then I'm gonna go into teaching, which I feel like people wouldn't be as surprised based on like the videos that I've made on this channel about like trying to help and stuff. And sometimes I feel sad, because I feel like I can't really offer any more on the A-level front, because it has been like 2 years for me now, and I still get comments a lot, and I frankly like can't remember a lot of it. Whereas when I made the videos, I was very fresh, and I don't remember a lot of the things that I said. But I mean, like, if you have any questions, like, that's fine, but in terms of like the work, it's different from uni, so now I'm like developing skills in my uni work, and when I feel like I figured them out, then I'll discuss them and we can talk about them. But I think in terms of like A-level, I'm sure there's other channels that can provide better stuff, especially with maths, because I did the old spec, which I don't think is still running anymore. But yeah, the thing with like the digital content ambassador is I just get such bad imposter syndrome, because I film this on my phone and I balance on like 3 textbooks, and I edit on my laptop, and I know my editing isn't that good, and I just want to be better. Like, I'm definitely a perfectionist, and I don't mean that in like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, like it's such a bad thing to be a perfectionist, and like not a helpful thing in any way, because I guess that's one of the reasons I haven't been making videos, because I feel like I want it to be good, and I want it to be like such a good video before I upload it. And look, I've been speaking for 20 minutes. Is anyone even going to be watching this anymore? I don't know, but I just thought I would make this little video. I'm going to edit it as soon as I finish speaking, and I'm just going to try, I don't know, I hope it makes sense, and I hope that you will have an interest in this channel, because I do want to talk about a lot of exciting things and document my life. And I really want to start a podcast. It's never going to happen. I don't have the time or the money or anything to do it, but like I listen to a lot of podcasts, although not really of like, I don't know what it would be about, because my favourite ones are comedy ones, and I'm not a comedian, so wouldn't probably work. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling a bit like stressed, and I'm looking forward to the Christmas holidays, and I'm not going to say like I always do, oh, once I've finished I'm going to have loads of stuff. I'm thinking of maybe like documenting writing an essay, because if you're doing sciences, you probably haven't written an essay since GCSE English. So, well, I guess there is technically one A-level biology, but like researching it, reading papers, things like that could actually be quite useful for people to know. Please do say if you want certain things. I really want to do a video dedicated to the food places on campus, because one of Lancaster's biggest assets is the amount of food places we have on campus, because I didn't realise that it's not normal to have this many food places on your campus. And not just the Greggs and the Costa, like the places that are like because there's a lot of independent businesses in the town, and they've got like little mini branches like on campus. And I feel like I need to do more about the town. Now I live in town, it's very different. I have my house for next year, which is in a different area to this house. So I'd love to do a video maybe going around, but the thing is I need people to do it with. I don't know, I could do that by myself actually. But like my sister came recently, and like obviously all the places that I showed her and like took her, I could easily do like in a video as well. But yeah, I just felt bad because I'm filming a day in the life for the Lancaster Uni channel, and it's like, oh, I easily could have made that for my own channel. I was thinking of doing like a Howard second year, but I had of doing that in this video, aren't I? Obviously I was looking for a house for a bit, so I had quite a few house viewings. Oh my god, I went to a house viewing on a Saturday morning at 10:30 in the morning, and we walked in, and I look, it's like dark, so you can't see anything, and I look across at the sofa, and there's someone like sleeping on the sofa, and like this living room and kitchen is all open plan. And I was like, oh, okay, like a bit weird. And then I look down, and there's someone sleeping on the floor right in front of me, so I had to step over this person, and there's another one on the other sofa, so there's like 2 sofas, and then someone on the floor, and we like walked in there. And then like we're really quiet, like quickly looking around the kitchen, go upstairs, the people who actually live in the house are awake, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we didn't tell them that we had a viewing, blah blah blah. And then there's like a basement bedroom, so we go downstairs to the basement bedroom, and there's like a cupboard, but it doesn't have a door or anything. It's not like a physical cupboard, it's just like almost like a walk-in wardrobe, but obviously not that big. And there's like I think there was like a hanging rack in this sort of space, and I sort of looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, like storage space. And I look on the floor and someone's sleeping in the cupboard. Like this person's bedroom was like perfectly made, like really tidy, but for some reason they decided to sleep in the cupboard. I think they heard us and was like, oh god, I'm in bed, like let me sleep in the cupboard. Yeah, anyway, we didn't go for that place, although I'm really excited to move into our place next year. Oh, I'm also a BLS, which is Biological Life Science Ambassador. So if any of you are going to do Biochem, Biomed, Biological Sciences with Biomedicine, Biology with Entrepreneurship, I think that's it. Biochem with Genetics, Cell Biology with Genetics. I can't actually remember all the degree schemes. But if you're doing those, then if you come for an interview or an applicant visit day, then it's very likely that I will be there. So because I can work almost all the dates, so yeah, that's exciting. Also, I've been in some photo shoots for the prospectus. Like that was like what I volunteered myself. I got diagnosed with asthma. Oh, I've been going to the gym actually quite a bit. That's pretty like impressive for me. If anyone knew me, like I hate exercise, but now these days, gym. I think that's everything. So thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for sticking around if you're still watching this god-awful channel. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in so long, and I'm gonna again try and aim for once every 2 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks roughly, and see how that works out. But yeah, there should be a video out pretty soon after this one because I have mostly edited it, but I wanted to get this one up first obviously, to let you guys know what's been going on. But yeah, I hope you're well. Let me know how your application processes and stuff are going. If any of you have started uni now that watched my channel before, let me know how it is. It's so nice when I meet people who watch my videos before they came to the uni, and I feel like I have this immense sort of pressure to be as honest as possible and just like represent the uni as well as I can. And I hope that if you did come here and use my videos as a form of education about it, I hope that you're not regretting your decision, you're enjoying it. I think one thing I've really realised is how many people who watch the channel are potentially like international students. So if you'd like me to talk more about more simple things like that, you know, like not just how is it different from another uni, but how is studying in the UK, for example, then let me know. Like I'll be happy to cover it. I'm thinking of doing a video, I just thought of it now, talking about all the different places you can get to from Lancaster, because Lancaster is a weirdly connected station considering its size. Like it's just like, honestly, I was about to list all the places and I was like, no, that's my video idea. Yeah, so let me know if you'd be interested in stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go now because I've been speaking too long. But again, thanks for watching this video if you watched it to the end. I hope that you're all doing well, and yeah, update me. How are you all in the comments? I would love to know. Watch when no one comments. But anyway, thank you. Bye.